Hello, everyone. I'm sorry I have not been posting very actively on my YouTube channel. It's partly because my exams are starting and I'm preparing for my boards. But today we have a very, very special guest who has very graciously agreed to share her spectacular journey about how she matched in Canadian medicine, how being an international medical graduate, what roadblock she had. So I just thought it will be a good idea to record the podcast with her. It's not a typical professional podcast because I'm still getting used to it. And you might see our special guest looking exactly in the camera, and I'm looking on this side of the camera. But nonetheless, practice makes us perfect. So we'll start with our special guest, and then we'll ask her a lot of questions. I have got few questions on my Telegram as well. People requesting certain discussions about certain topics, and I thought it'll be good to have a lengthy discussion with someone who's mashed and whose journey is absolutely inspiring. And I hope it encourages you all. So here we go. Please allow me to introduce Dr. Nishat, who has recently mashed into Canadian family medicine. Her journey has been great, and I have formulated all the questions. So we will be dividing it into different segments. After this video is put on YouTube, I'll be cutting them in shorts and putting them as well, so that if someone wants to know her background, her motivation, how was her pathway, so you can see the dedicated shorts as well. So thank you so much, Dr. Nishat, for agreeing to speak on this. I'm sorry, not many people share their journey, but I'm very humbled that you agreed to share your journey with us.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for inviting me. I'm excited to be here.
Awesome, awesome. So I'll we'll start right away. I just because I'm a novice, don't mind. I just have to check
Mhm.
over and over again that
Okay.
we are still recording, because that's what I fear about the maximum. So
Mhm.
yeah, we are good. So let's just start with your background so that our viewers know, like, what was your background, what was the motivation, how did you, like, if you can briefly introduce yourself.
Yes. So, hello everyone. My name is Nishat Mehdi, and I'm international trained physician from India. So, my background is mostly internal medicine, and I also worked as GP back in India. So I did my MRCP exams. I was fully focused towards the UK pathway initially, but when we immigrated to Canada, it was definitely very new for me, and uh, things were very different when I came. So when I came in 2020, there was no information out there, and whatever information was there on internet, it was just negative. Literally, you could not find a single positive note.
That is true. That is so true. I can't agree with you more.
Yeah, and I think things have evolved so much,
Yeah.
and a lot of I think international trained physicians came forward and they're advocating, and there's a lot of resources nowadays. So I think things have changed significantly over years.
Yeah, I think I came at the same time, 2020. Yes, and it was like COVID, and I don't think many people
Mhm.
shared their journey. It's still a lacuna. There's a big lacuna, but you're right. Yeah, that is. So if it's okay with you, what was your brief background? Where did you do your MD in internal medicine in India,
Mhm.
or was it how was it like in India?
Okay. So I graduated from my MBBS in 2015.
Mhm.
Like I was done with my internship and everything. And after that, I prepared for NEET PG, but I was very passionate for internal medicine. And so what I did was I pursued MRCP pathway. That's like doing exams from India.
Okay.
And my plan was to go to UK and practice.
Okay. Okay.
And apart from that, I also did a diploma in maternal and child health,
Wow.
which gave me a lot of exposure in managing pediatric cases,
Mhm.
women health. And apart from that, I was also like when I was not working, like in PM, you can say I used to manage a lot of elderly people
Okay.
and like GP patients around my extended family. So that gave me a lot of exposure towards family medicine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same when you are a doctor in the family. Everybody from a kid to an elderly person will
Yeah.
ask. So it
Yeah.
gives you exposure. Great. So, what made you choose Canada over other countries like UK, US, Australia, Canada?
Hmm, I think I chose Canada because we immigrated here, and
Okay.
like we got permanent residency and we moved here.
Okay.
That's
So
the
that
reason.
was in 2020.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So then comes the bigger part. Like, okay, we know this is a doctor. She's settled in India, almost like all of us, same as me.
Yeah.
Settled in India, don't know they'll be going out, starting a new life again. So now you're in Canada. And just apart from snow, everything else feels weird and depressing. So now is the big picture that we are understanding the Canadian international medical graduate pathway. So, which is confusing. So, what was your journey from 2020 to 2026 January?
Okay.
It's a big question. So,
Yeah. Yes. So yes, I started preparing immediately when I came in 2020, but things were not good. Like the pandemic broke out, and the life was disrupted, and there was a lot of anxiety related to COVID, and I couldn't focus on studying that time. And I had my second child in 2021.
You look like a teenager, by the way. Okay. I mean, it's a compliment,
Yeah.
honestly. Okay, okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you had your second child during pandemic.
Yes,
Okay,
in
okay,
2021.
okay.
And in the meantime, I was like still studying on and off. Like I
Mm-hmm.
was never out of my subjects. I was studying for QE1. It was on and off. Like I never left my studies completely.
Hmm.
It was not consistent though. So I applied for exams in 2020 and then I tried extending. But after my postpartum period, I canceled it
Mm-hmm.
because it was a lot for me going on. And
Right.
I'm like an anxious mom.
Yeah,
So it was
everyone
like,
is. Everyone of us is. Okay.
yeah, I think everybody has different ways of coping. So I was
Hmm.
like, no, let me focus on myself first because I had some postpartum complications. So I was
Right.
like, I have to take a break and I have to focus on myself first. So,
Mm-hmm.
and that time, Nakoski was also cancelled and like exams were getting cancelled here and there. So I was like, okay, let's leave it for some time and focus on myself. And that's why I did not. So when I withdraw from QB1 exam, I lost half of my amount. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And then I was like, okay. I was really sad, and I thought, okay, let me do USMLE
Hmm.
because I was like, okay, there are more seats, so maybe I could do that.
Yeah.
Things
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I paid for step one. I thought I could go and give in India, and
Right.
I went there, but things did not go as I planned.
Okay.
And yeah, I just came back and I did not know the process of how to change center and things like that. So
Hmm.
again, I lost my money there
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
step one. I did
Yeah.
not even attempt it.
Like in thousands, the money is lost, and
Yeah,
it's a big thing, right? Okay.
yes. And so it was 2022 by that time. And again, I was like really sad. I was like, okay, I paid there, I paid here, I lost money. And what should
Yeah.
I do now?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I literally went in depression, like, okay, what should I do? Then I have a habit of journaling. So I
Mm-hmm.
was journaling at night and I was thinking, what should I do? Like, where is my life going on?
Mm.
And when I reflected, the answer I got is, okay, always wanted to do USMLE. I was very
Right.
passionate.
Right.
So it's like, okay, if I am going in that direction, then I should just focus on USMLE exams.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the time when I saw your videos. We used to do
Okay.
Zoom sessions.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
So I used to attend that, and I used to get motivation.
Right.
So at that time, I got really motivated in 2022, and I applied for both QE1 as well as US Assembly. So,
Wow.
but I did not give my US. I did not give my QE1 in 2022. Literally,
Mm-hmm.
I what happened was towards the end of the year, I saw that I was not doing good in terms of like exams. So
Right.
I extended for 1 year. So we had to pay some extra amount, and you can extend your eligibility for 1 year.
Right.
So I did that. And my serious study started in March 2023.
Right. Okay.
And
So from
that
2020 to 2023, it was just scheduling exams and
yes,
unfortunately losing money on them, and not
yeah,
like no exams are given till that
yeah,
time. Okay. Okay.
yeah,
And I think that's That's actually very true for a lot of applicants who don't have proper guidance. They'll
Mm.
come, and honestly, that's the case with me as well. Like, I've met people who've told me that forget about matching in US and Canada. That's like a dream that is stupid.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say this might, go on a national, like a social media. Unfortunately, those are people from our country. They
Yeah.
will be the one who will be discouraging. I'm sorry, I'm saying this out loud, but I've had a
Mm.
bad experience. Like, I've had a person tell me that, you this is a worthless dream. So I
Mm.
think that's important. People who encourage you are important. Like, I'm very happy that I made those free sessions when I hadn't matched as yet. But then I was like, yes, 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 everybody should, have that inspiration and match. But
Mm.
I think if there are people who encourage, there should be people who discourage, so that, you get that inertia to come back.
Yeah, that's
So
right. I agree.
yeah, yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So
so when I was like really depressed, it was very low time, winter times. It's very low sunlight.
mhm.
So the question I asked myself is like USMLE, and I was like, okay, I thought I have spent so much amount of money, like till here,
Yeah,
it was in thousands. So I really realized that okay, it's just money. I can get it back.
yeah,
But at least I should not have a regret that I did not try.
yeah, yeah.
So that's when in March 2023, I got part-time daycare. So
Okay.
that's when I literally got 4 hours, literally 4 hours in the day.
Wow. Okay.
And that's when I studied. I literally studied for just 4 hours and I
Right.
gave my exams.
Wow.
So
It's like God is also rewarding your hard work, which is like concentrated hard work. It's not like 14 hours a day, it's just 4 hours a day.
yeah, literally, I started with, to be honest, literally, I started with 4 hours a day.
Amazing.
And because like I had two small children, I had so many things going on.
Right.
And it took two months time for me to recover physically, mentally from, moms go through a lot of
Yeah.
exhaustion,
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
like that. So, but I made sure that I don't repeat my mistakes.
Mm.
Whatever I did in the previous years,
Right.
this time I was more consistent. I
Right.
was focused, and
Right.
I had study partners who were really supportive and consistent.
Right. 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 That is helpful. Like, if
Yeah.
one can find like good study partners. Okay. So then the exams were in 2023.
Yes, I gave my step 2 CK in August,
Okay.
15th August.
Okay. Independence Day. Nice. And
Yeah.
then step two, secant 15th August 2023. And QE1.
QE1 I gave in September 12th. Yeah.
So it's just like a month almost
Yeah,
away from
almost
each
a
other.
month apart.
Okay, okay. And then after that,
After that, I went back to India for a
okay,
break.
okay.
And then I came back in January.
Mm-hmm.
After coming, because I was fully focused for US pathway. The QE one I did mainly was for my husband
Mm-hmm.
because he was like, okay, at least try it. I don't want you to lose money this time.
Nice. Yeah.
So I just gave it for him. Literally.
Okay.
Um, I think I just read for QE one in 15 days, 20 days, important topics from QE one
Right.
and things like that because I did study a lot for USMLE exams.
Right. Right.
I was 90% prepared.
Wow.
I just, for QE1, I just gave all the MCC papers and I was
Right.
doing 80%, 90%. So I was like, okay, I'm
Mm.
good.
Nice. That's
And
nice.
then, yeah,
Okay. And NACOSKI was in 2023, or was it like in
no,
2024?
2024. So what happened was I gave my step one, USMLE step one
Mm-hmm.
in, when did I give? I think in March ending or April ending,
Okay.
2024. Okay.
Okay.
So that was a time I was in timeline with US application.
Mm. Right.
Okay.
Right. Right. Right.
I gave my step one like it. I think the most brutal exam was step one.
Yeah, for all of us, it's step one. I don't know. I When I say it's not as bad, people will be like, "What is wrong with you?" But the problem is, I'm
Mm.
pathology, so I like no basic sciences. For me, the
Mm.
brutal part was QE1 and step two CK.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So
So going
then,
back to basics, and it was very dry.
yeah,
To be honest, step one, if you don't study for 2 days, I think the brutal thing is that you forget everything.
cramming. Yeah, that is true.
Everything. So
Yeah.
that's why it was brutal because you have to study for long hours, like 10 hours, 12 hours, very
Mm.
focused, doing lots of
Right.
exams. I literally, for every exam, I just did one round of Q bank. I did not have
Mm.
time to do two rounds. which is usually suggested. But
Right.
in my case, because I was doing with so much of difficulty,
Yeah.
and it's like,
And
okay,
family and everything. Yeah.
uh,
Okay.
yeah, I passed my step
Wow.
one also.
Awesome. So I think by the time you gave your step one, it was pass or fail. It
Yes,
was not a scored exam. Okay.
yeah,
Awesome. So that is 2024, which is step one. And then
yes,
NACOSKI was after step one.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Good. So I think for people who are
Mhm.
new to this channel or new to the Canadian IMG journey, to get into Canadian residency, you need like two exams, which are like at least two exams, which are QE1 and NACOSKI. QE1
Mhm.
is a multiple choice exam, NACOSKI is a practical viva voce kind of an exam. And then you have like Casper, which is ethics exam, and then family, BC interview, medicine exams,
Mhm.
whatever they are. I think you are the
Yeah.
master in that, and we'll discuss that in a while. And for US, we have step one and step two CK. After that, you give OET, which is an English exam, and then you get your ECFMG
Mhm.
certificate. And then step three depends whether you want to take it before the interviews
Mhm.
or after the interviews. That is just before getting matched. So that is the basic thing. So how about NACOSKI? Like, did your background help you prepare for
Yeah.
NACOSKI?
So after that, I gave my OET exam because my main focus was like, USMLE.
Right.
And what happened was things changed drastically in my personal life.
Mhm.
And the decision made was like, we can't go to US this time, maybe next time, next
Right.
year.
Right. Right.
So that's when I was completely broken and I was like, okay, I worked hard so much for this
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
now what? But I was like, okay, maybe it's a sign from God that, um, that maybe I should try for Canadian one time at least.
Yeah.
So that's I literally I had no idea about Canadian pathway CAMS application. I had no idea. I just knew QE1 NACOSKI and then you apply.
Right.
I applied for NACOSKI. I gave my NACOSKI in that was the time like in May 2024 the application came out for
Yeah.
NACOSKI.
Right. 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 Right.
Yeah, I was
In
like, okay.
September, in October, the
Yeah,
second
it exam was in September, but
September,
application opened in
May.
around May,
Okay,
around
so
that
that
time.
was the time when you were like, okay, I
Yes.
should.
I was like, okay, application window, it opens for just 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I was like, okay, I'll just apply. And I then applied. I started studying for NACOSKI.
Okay,
In 2021, I took a course like from a family medicine resident.
okay.
It was like around 400 or $500,
Yeah,
but she prepared really well for giving all details about NACOSKI and things. And she also provided me with the recordings.
okay,
It was I had everything with me.
okay,
So
okay.
I just started with, I have all materials. I had
Yeah,
invented manual.
yeah.
I started studying again. I really, really worked hard. My IM background definitely helped me
Hmm.
because I was good in examinations, cardio exam, respi exam, neuro exam. Like
Right.
I was good in all this. So I
Mhm.
just had to know the structure, format, and I did lot of mocks. I gave like lot of mock exams, and I came to know about AMGA that time. So I got enrolled with AMGA.
Mhm.
It was free course.
So, what is AMGA for people who don't know? Like, what is AMGA?
Okay, yeah. So AMGA is an organization
Okay.
which is in Alberta. It is to support international medical graduates,
Mm-hmm.
and the membership fee is like $50 per year.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get free QE1 support classes,
And they have a lot of free stuff.
study
I think
groups. Yeah.
they also prepare you for interviews. I think I
Yes.
gave my mock interview to one of the free
Hmm.
sessions because at that time
Oh,
the money
nice.
was so less. I was like, okay, they are offering free interview. Let's just give the free mock interview there. So I
Yeah.
remember like it's on Telegram also. It's on WhatsApp also. If you Google
Mhm.
up AMGA FM or
Mhm.
Alberta something, they open up. They have
Yes.
like a proper website. Okay.
Yeah.
So you gave like mocks with them.
Yes, I did with AMGA. Like when I enrolled myself in AMGA, I got very elderly professor, who was teaching us, and I was like, oh my God, why did I get this person? I should have got some young, energetic
Young
person.
person. Yeah.
But that the doctor had so much of wisdom,
Yeah.
knowledge.
Yeah.
He changed the way he changed my way of thinking towards a case
Nice.
and approach, and it was really motivating. I was like, okay, he's very good. Thank God I got him.
So wisdom works better with age. Okay. 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 Nice.
Generally we expect like some very good
Yeah,
young doctors,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
but he was awesome. Literally, he's retired professor, but he was literally awesome.
Hmm. So he
Yeah,
must be in the system. He knows like what questions are being asked and how you have to
yeah,
approach them. Nice.
yeah. His way of teaching was really awesome. Like he
Mhm.
literally made me think about the case from another lens, another
Hmm.
perspective.
Right,
So yeah, I did for my Nakowski. I did not put a lot of money because first of all, exam is costly, and I had some teaching sessions and recordings from my other doctor. So I just relied on that and AMGA sessions, and I just gave mocks. Like there were some groups, and we used to volunteer ourselves, like ITPO for
right,
Ontario. They were
right.
also doing some sessions, so I volunteered there.
Uh-huh.
And study groups, like we had our small study group.
Okay, okay. So, so basically, like apart from the AMGA preparation and the
Mhm.
ITPOs and mock preparations, including QE1 and USMLEs, is there like any other study resource apart from, they say, like Toronto Notes is like, the grand Bible of cracking those exams. And then they talk about, like even I've read, but only selectively. That's what I say on my channel also, that only
Mhm.
read selectively, because
Yeah.
Toronto Notes is a very black and white newspaper kind of a thing, but it's an excellent resource. If, like,
Mhm.
obviously we say black and white because we usually don't spend money to buy the expensive one. But so that is one of the resources that I assume. Apart from that, anything else that you refer to for studying, like for the exams, resources and Q banks?
Mhm. For QE1,
Yeah.
yeah. So for QE1, yes, I had my Toronto Notes book.
Mhm.
Everything was ticked, marked. This is
Mhm.
important.
Right.
And QE1, that, and MTB. I followed MTB for other
For the
chapters,
boards.
and
Mhm.
selectively I did from Toronto Notes
Right.
because again it's very dry. But I
True.
think psychiatry is a must.
Right. Hmm.
It took
Those
me
high
long.
yield. Right. Right.
Yeah, it took me long to give QE1 because psychiatry was one of the most depressing subject which I
Yes.
found, and
Agreed.
I had to do 3 rounds of psychiatry, to
Right.
read it and like not to feel depressed. And the moment I think when I gained strong on psychiatry, that's when
Hmm.
I think everything helped. Psychiatry is
Yeah.
really important here.
Right.
And if anyone I think is going to exam without psychiatry, please don't do that mistake.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. I agree. Like whenever I get asked this question, what are the high yield topics? I always say, like from Toronto Notes, at least ethics, psychiatry,
Mhm.
pediatrics,
Yeah.
OB-GYN. Like these are, like I gave my exam in 2020. So at that time we
Mhm.
had those CDMs also. So
Yes.
many times those clinical decision making were based on OB-GYN. But now I've heard like it's based on psychiatry, ethics, the peds, and OB-GYN.
Mm.
So those are like,
Yeah.
I think, pretty much high yield from Toronto Notes. And
Yes.
what Q bank did you refer for Canadian exams?
I did mostly USMLE, and specifically before exam, I gave all the MCC papers.
Okay, nice. I
Literally
even,
all.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I say the same, and people are like, why you world questions are very detailed. But I think it helps you make up your mind. It helps you get the topic right. And I think people like you and me who are giving like exams for both the countries, you world sorts your question, like your problem,
Yeah.
because your time is limited, your
Mhm.
finances are limited. So it's better to have like one
Mhm.
Q bank so that you can master it over and over again.
Yeah. I did try Canada Q Bank, but it did not help me. It
Mm-hmm.
was not taking anywhere, and
Right.
I did not find it much beneficial. It was like a lot of overloaded
Yeah. Yeah.
Canada Q.
And I think when you're preparing, your time is limited. You don't
Yeah.
need to double guess the answers in the resource.
Mm.
So you need not be like, oh, the answer is wrong, I need to go and check it somewhere else.
Mm.
UWorld, I think it's been a universal resource for everyone who's preparing. So it gets updated. The chances of mistakes are very less. So I guess, yeah, this is the same thing. And and then what are the common misconceptions that IMGs have about matching in Canada? This is
I
like a
think.
this is like a very very weird and a very big question.
Mm.
But then what are the misconceptions that people have about
Uh,
matching?
I think the biggest one is it's impossible.
Right. Right.
I see that it is possible, and you just need a right mentor.
Mm-hmm.
With the right mentor and with the right person guiding you, I
Right.
think you can do it.
Right. Awesome. And does the score really matter? Like your scores, do they
Mhm.
matter? We'll not discuss your
Yeah.
scores. Like I don't say my scores,
Hmm.
but sometimes I say it and it's fine. Like, but the reality is you
Hmm.
matched, I matched. But
Yeah.
then they talk about getting 300 plus in
Hmm.
QE1, only then you'll be matched. Or and I think we discussed this earlier,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
our scores the only thing that help you get matched.
No, definitely no. A big no.
Uh-huh.
Scores are a part and parcel of your application, but that's not the only thing that they're looking for.
Right.
I know people. I know one of my friend, who just passed QE1 by 1 mark, and she also matched.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay. Amazing. Okay.
yeah, and that too, she matched to neuro.
Wow. And neuro is
I
tough to
know.
match into.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
everything matters, like your QE1, your NACOSKI, your application, your recency, your experience. Basically, what's your background
Right.
and how you're doing in interviews. Everything matters.
Mm-hmm.
Your CV, personal statement also.
Yeah.
So scores are just part and parcel.
Parcel. Yeah. Basically, it should be like a well-rounded application,
Yes,
and what they are looking into a person. Not that you're a 300 plus scorer, but you don't know how to answer a question.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. That's true. I agree. So while you were preparing for these exams and you were in Canada,
Hmm.
did you do any observerships, any electives, any internships somewhere, any jobs, any clinical research experience, something like that?
Yes, I did this. I did a lot of observerships,
Okay.
and I did a lot of volunteering.
Uh-huh.
Observerships I did in a family medicine clinic, like that. Literally, to be honest, when I started looking for observerships and things like that, I literally covered GTA areas, and I did not get any response from them. And there was only one clinic from where I got a response, and doctors
Mm-hmm.
were really good there.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a part-time job, and in the same clinic, I did one observership.
Mm-hmm.
So that's yeah, I did two observerships at that place. Yeah.
So it was just like applying, like seeing what positions are open, just applying, approaching them, sending
Yeah.
a CV, pretty much
Yes.
the standard thing that we do. Okay.
Yeah, just standard things. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. So that also helps you how to talk to the patients when you shadow a family physician.
Yeah.
You'll know like what they expect out of you, and
Yeah,
that helps in the
definitely.
exam as well.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. And then coming to your, like, you've given the exams, you've gotten your score, and now comes the matching part. Like, should I apply? Should I not apply? Should I
Mhm.
wait for another year? Do I have enough good scores? Do I have a good letter? So what was that journey from the scores you've gotten, you're happy, and then
Mhm.
what after that? Like, okay, CV, letter of references, and then
Mhm.
personal statement, and what was your interview strategy?
Okay. So, yes, I was not sure whether I will apply or no. I got a job in Alberta, so I was just in the process of moving when the
Mm-hmm.
application started. So, the application period starts in September. Like you have to register for CAMS.
Okay.
I did that registration. I had two letter of recommendations from the observerships I did, and I was not getting the third one till the last deadline.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
And I was in a dilemma whether to apply or not,
Uh-huh.
because some people were telling apply, and some people were telling don't apply.
Okay.
You're just new to this job. Why do you want to even try?
Yeah.
But I had really good supportive friend.
Right.
I think most of them know. His name is Chris.
Okay.
He was like, Nish, you have to apply. You have to apply. You are
Mm.
very good. You have to apply. And I'm
Okay.
like, okay. He literally pushed me to apply
Okay.
for 2025 application.
Uh-huh.
And we have a requirement for family medicine, that's FM Pro C.
Okay.
If I'm
Okay.
wrong, it's a situational judgment test.
Okay.
So I gave the test. I gave Casper also.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was very doubtful whether to apply it for internal medicine or no.
Right.
Because I was working in internal medicine. I was like, should I or should I not? But then when I was working as a clinical assistant, I saw the beauty of family medicine.
Mm.
I saw family doctors who are working as hospitalists.
Right.
I came to, because most of the IMGs, they don't know what is the breadth of family medicine. The scope
Yeah.
of family medicine is really very big.
Yeah. Yeah.
You can switch your gears anytime in
Hmm.
any phase of life.
Right.
If you think you want to do clinics, you can do clinics. If you
Right.
want to do hospital, you can do hospitalist.
Mm.
And palliative, geriatrics,
Yeah.
sports medicine.
Yeah.
Literally, there's so much of scope. And I really like the fact that it was not stressful, because
Mm.
I was working in internal medicine. So
Right.
I saw literally how hectic the work life is. I
Right.
saw how pressurized doctors are. And I heard a lot of stories also about how stress, m- made some doctors literally very sick.
Mm. Mm.
So, and I also saw that I was very behind in my application. Okay. So I was very serious about my CAMS application
Hmm.
just 2 days before the deadline.
Hmm.
So we got the FM Pro C results, and my score was very high, 490 plus. So it
Wow.
was very awesome. It was like out of 500. So it
Right.
was like, okay, this is the sign from God.
Yeah, that you should
I
apply.
should get serious.
True.
And
True.
literally in that 2 days, I worked on my CV, personal statement. I
Right.
had no time to show to anyone. So
Right.
I just did everything by myself. And the
Right.
portal I was working on and off, on and off. So it was, there, but I was able to complete everything before
Right.
deadline.
Hmm.
And for my last letter of recommendation, I got it from back home because there were two doctors whom I wanted to ask from
Okay.
back home, but they stepped back.
Oh.
So
Okay.
it was like a shock to me, and I was like, okay, I have to find the third one. I have to find the
Yeah.
third.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I finally got the third one, and she
That
did.
was from India.
Yes,
Wow. Okay.
third one. Yeah, it was very stressful.
Yeah.
And in my application also, I did not apply for all sites. I just applied for urban,
Okay.
because I was literally working 10 to 12 hours job, and it was like really hectic,
Mm. Yeah.
and I had no time. And for rural, we had to make a rural addendum, which
Oh.
was like a separate document to show that you have some experience and things like that. So I did not have time to sit down and make that.
Right. Right.
So I just applied to all urban areas, like all
Right.
the urban sites in
Right.
Ontario.
Right.
I applied Ontario, Manitoba, and Nova Scotia.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you are a resident of Ontario.
Yes.
Okay.
No, no.
So
I just moved to Alberta.
so at that time you were in Alberta when you applied to these
Yes, yes.
provinces. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
But
So
to be local for Alberta, you
uh-huh, to
have to live
stay.
there 1.5 years.
Right. So that you could not be
Yeah, I
eligible. So
couldn't do
then you were
that.
like
Yeah.
Ontario, Manitoba, and Nova Scotia. Got it. Got
Yeah.
it. Okay. And so this FM Pro C, what this is a
Mm.
situational test. So this
Yes.
is like a test for every person who's applying for family medicine.
Yes.
So one has to take like for people, and I think majority of our population wants to apply in family medicine. But
Hmm.
I think it's great that we discussed that people are not aware, and even I wasn't. Like I come from
Hmm.
India, we just have general medicine, and then we have
Hmm.
fellowships. So we don't know the difference between internal medicine and family medicine.
Yes.
So that's like a very good difference that you pointed out that family medicine can be as hectic or can be as easy as you want to make it.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
if you want to be like in clinics, you want to be a hospitalist, sports medicine, whatever, like OB-GYN
Yeah.
side, you can diversify.
Obs and gynae also, FM doctors also do deliveries, like they do FM OB.
Right, right.
Obstetrics, so if you have OB background, you can deliver babies. If you have pediatrics background, you can work with pediatrics. So
Hmm.
there's a whole lot of scope.
Yeah,
ER also, literally ER. So you can work
right.
in, so with,
So it's like you can diversify. With
yes,
the family medicine, you can diversify.
yeah,
If it's internal medicine, then it becomes a bit more hectic and it's more like
yes,
committed or fellowship, but you
mhm,
have to be a hospitalist nonetheless then.
yeah,
Okay, okay, got it. So, so then you, so then you prepare at the last moment. You prepare like it's the adrenaline rush, and then you
yeah,
prepare your personal statement, CV, and
yeah,
letter of references, which is a shock that some people can step away also just
yeah,
at the time when you need it. Okay, so this is done and the application is submitted.
yeah,
But then let's just discuss about some people who have told you like, oh, with this score you'll not get matched.
yeah,
That's not possible. I
yeah,
think it's important like to go to them and show them that this is this. So okay.
yeah.
So then how after application you got like
Mhm.
interviews?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after application, like application literally ended November ending or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ontario invites were out. So for the first time ever, Ontario sent invites in two you know in 2 days. Like first they sent first round of invites.
Right.
This is for first iteration only. Okay.
Right. Right.
And then we had a new university, that is TMU University,
Right.
which emerged. So they send out another set of invites.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
after 10 days, like it was the period of 10 days. So when I did not get on my first round invite, I was like mentally prepared. Okay, anyway, I'm not serious this time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's let it be. I'm like mentally prepared. If it's meant to me, it's gonna come to me.
Right.
And I got invited in the second round, like when the TMU University was fully formed and the seats were increased.
Right. Right.
So that time I received an invite, and I was really shocked.
Mm-hmm.
Was a weekend, and I was at the event, and my friend told me, Open your email, open your email." I'm like, "There's no way I'm going to get it."
Wow. That's
"No,
like
no,
your
you check." And I'm like, "Okay," and it was there.
wow. Wow. So that's an invite from the interview. Like
Yes,
give
from
you.
Ontario.
So
Yeah.
this is 2025. Is it that same time
Yes.
where they had that same thing about people who've done high school in Ontario would be
No, no,
eligible?
no. It is
No,
this
it
year.
is before.
Yeah.
Oh, it is this year. It is that year
Mm.
before. Okay. So then you get the invite to
Yeah. I
apply.
got the invite. Yeah.
Okay.
And yeah, I was happy with that. And I was like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, if it is just one opportunity, then let me just try my best.
Mm-hmm.
So total, I got two invites, one
Okay.
from Ontario, one from Manitoba.
Okay.
And I literally tried my best. I figured out what works for me, what does not work for me.
Right.
I tried studying by myself. I tried studying with my friends. So I picked up the strategy which was working for me, like it was giving mocks. So
Hmm.
I literally paid mocks, and I did mocks with many residents.
Mm-hmm.
It
Right.
gave me idea of what's the right approach, and how can you make your answer more
Yeah.
strong and
Right.
show yourself as a good candidate.
Yeah.
It's really important. And literally 20 days, I think 20 days, day and night, I just worked on myself. Like I just
Right.
shut down from the world, and I was working like in the morning 10 hours I was
Right.
working.
Wow.
But after
Okay.
coming home, I was like, okay, this is the chance. I
Mhm.
just want to give my best.
Yeah.
I was not desperate to match, but it was like I just wanted to give my best.
Do my best. Right. Uh-huh. Okay. So
And yeah,
so sorry, you were saying?
yeah. No, no, no. Yeah. Tell
So
me.
interview strategy was like, I've got this time, concentrated
Yeah.
effort, and then we
Mhm.
have to make it work. Whatever. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
work for it. Okay. So then two invites you got, and that means like two interviews.
Yes, two interviews.
Okay. So how was the interview day?
I think it was really good.
Mm-hmm.
I give my best.
Okay.
Literally, I did my best, and the people who were interviewing me were very happy with me.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And I could see from their faces and their expressions,
Right.
they were happy.
Right.
Both my interviews, from Manitoba as well as from Ontario. It was very good.
So then you are like, okay, if we pack our bags, we go to Manitoba. If not, then we stay here. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I was okay for anything.
Yeah. I mean, it's better. Like, or you
Yeah.
get anything and you be done with it. That's the big part of
Yes.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
So then after that, how? So these two interviews happened. After that, like then it's silence. After that, when do they communicate with you? That you're like in India,
Mhm.
in US, you say they're matched. Like I got
Yeah.
my that email on 14th of March. I remember 2022 that you're matched,
Mhm.
and then 18th March I got to know where I matched. So is
Mhm.
it like that in Canada?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think it was March 4th or 5th
Okay.
that we got results. So I was working on that day, and I went to cafeteria, and I was like, okay, no one should see me at my workplace because I
Okay.
don't know what will be the situation.
Yeah.
So yeah, I saw there, and I just started crying. I got matched. Literally, I did not think.
Mhm.
So my top choice, Western University. It's one
Nice.
of the most IMG friendly program,
Yeah.
and a small town, so that's
Yeah.
good.
London.
Everything that I wanted.
Wow, that's amazing. It's just like how they say in Hindi that पूरी कायनात जुड़ जाती है आपको मिलाने के लिए. Like for people who don't understand Hindi, like it's like the universe conspires you to meet like
Mm,
what you worked for.
yeah.
So that's amazing. Like 5 years of effort, struggle, hard work, inspiration, consistency. I mean, I can see you are overwhelmed right now also. Like it's like amazing. It just sends like, and when you get that email that you've matched, you don't know how to react because it's just like another day. That's what happens to all of us. Like, whoa, did we work for this thing?
Yeah.
Nice. So then after that, like, what are the some mistakes that you think you should have avoided during your journey, which is like 5 years? You are like, it comes to me that you're like an incredible woman handling like family, work, career, profession, house, everything. So what are the some mistakes that you think you should not have done?
I think I had no guidance when I started, and people actually discouraged me a lot in the beginning of my journey. Don't give now. You're just 3 months in your prep. How can you give your exam? You're just 4 months. You're just 6 months. So
Right.
there was a lot of discouragement and anxiety and fear, which was instilled from other candidates. That I was very nervous about that, and I think I should have given it earlier, but maybe 2025 was the year for me.
Yeah.
I will not say anything. I think it was time. And
Yeah.
I think I got matched when the time when I was ready for it.
Right. Right.
When I was ready physically, mentally, and psychologically, I was managing when I was able to manage everything,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I would have gotten in 2022, then it was like, okay, how will I manage my home? How will I manage my kids?
Yeah.
Everything came at the right time. I think for anyone who is aspiring to get into the system,
Mhm.
you tell them everything will come at the right time. Don't be desperate. Just keep on trying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's so true. I guess people uh, are anxious. Lack of guidance makes them more nervous, and it's human to get nervous. But I
Yeah.
think in that whirlpool, people get have their sight destroyed, and that happens a lot. That happens a lot. That's happened to me. That's happened to you. That's true. And then like in like this is not like personal attack on anybody, but I'm saying like if you were to get a guidance, there are so many things on social media regarding Canadian residency. There are people who are vouching for it, even if who have nothing to do with Canadian residency, Canadian healthcare system. Do you even like because I'll be honest, for me, I knew that when I'm giving exams, it was US and Canada, and it's
Yes.
not a cheap process. It's like at
Yeah.
least 20 to 30,000
Yeah.
uh, CAD or USD, whatever it is, entirely. So you
Yeah,
are not
definitely.
wanting to, give like 400 to a person who we don't know if even if they're
Yeah.
very much on social media. Are they credible enough? Is it like where do you suggest that people should get guidance from?
I think the residents and
Right.
the IMG platforms like AMGA,
Right.
ITPO. Uh, I think my life changed when I had a consultation with AMGA
Right.
2023.
Right.
So I just randomly booked an appointment with AMGA so that I was like, I should make my CV better for US. Okay.
Right. Right.
So with that, I just had an appointment consultation, and within 5 to 10 minutes of appointment, he's like, "Okay, I don't know anything about US, but I will tell." So the whole 1 hour, he told me about what are the things I'm eligible in Canadian healthcare system.
Right. Right.
I was like, okay, okay, no, I'm not. In my mind, I'm thinking, no, I'm not doing Canadian healthcare system. Don't tell me that options. Talk
Yeah.
about US. I just felt like to leave that meeting, but I was like, out of respect, I was like, okay, I will listen to this man
Yeah.
patiently. And
Yeah.
literally, when things did not work for US,
Hmm.
I just randomly opened that email and I saw in that email. So he gave me a big suggestion, big email.
Yeah.
You're eligible for this. You're eligible for this.
Yeah.
I was like, okay. So from there, I checked. Okay, okay. There are some things I can
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's true to get any like guidance from a person who themselves have gone into
Yes,
residency,
definitely,
not
definitely.
like people
No.
who just like claim to we'll get your prep
Yeah.
done, we'll get your questions done, or sometimes and again, this is not a personal attack, but I do see
Mhm.
like people on LinkedIn, they'll have like, oh, this is a Q bank for QE1, and I always and always suggest people UWorld and then MCCQE practice test. But then I saw like, oh, there is an app, somebody's devising Q banks.
Mm-hmm.
There've been people who've been doing few things, which is great,
Yeah.
like which is
Mm-hmm.
great. But honestly, a resident's time or a doctor's time preparing for residency is very limited. The
Yes.
resources are limited. So if you go on a wrong track, you spend
Mm.
double the time correcting your route.
Yeah,
So that is
definitely.
one thing, that one. So how were, like, I understand all of us have the finances that are always limited. But
Mm.
what kept you going? Like, it's a very mentally agonizing process. 5 years is a big journey. And handling motherhood and handling house and
Yeah,
everything is like a superwoman's job. So like then what kept you going?
I think child benefit.
That's a wonderful reply actually. And yeah, you said like how the childcare prices like dropped and then
Literally, the all the child benefit I got, I just put it, and I promised myself I will give back to my children.
yeah. No, that's actually not only witty, but that's actually an honest answer. Because any support is a big support at that time.
Definitely, definitely. Yeah, it's a blessing, I would say.
Awesome. So any other thing that you want to discuss, like, or give message to people who are watching this, or just
Mhm.
there might be somebody like you or me. And also before
Mhm.
we say bye, the only thing is like how did, even though being an IMG digest, I know I'm off and on because I've not yet seriously
Definitely,
started
yeah.
working on my channel. But how did our channel or me in a way,
Mhm.
because obviously it's a podcast on my channel, so I want to hear good things about me. So how was it, like, did it help you, did it even give you like a ray of hope to proceed?
Yeah, definitely. I think from your channel, like in my postpartum period, I used to attend all your recordings or all your meetings which you used to host. I was always there, and I always used to listen it. And my husband used to ask, "Why are you listening again and again?" I was like, "No, I want to listen." It was really motivating for me and inspiration.
Right.
Uh, I think inspiring from you, I took the initiative that I can also get my things done for US, and
Right.
I prepared myself, but it did not work out for me. But it's like that's okay.
Right. Right.
But for anyone who is not getting here, they can try in US.
Mm.
And to be honest, I will share a story. Like when I was preparing for my NAC exam,
Mhm.
I had some of the resources like from one of my colleague. It was 10 to 20, 15 years old. Okay.
Oh.
I saw the name on the book and I just searched that person online, and I saw that that person was working in Dubai in ER.
Wow. Okay.
So that person did not get here in Canadian healthcare system, but they got in other healthcare system.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So for everyone who is preparing for Canadian pathway or any, this is not the end of the world. If you don't get also, this
Yeah.
is not the end of the world. There are many options around the world, or maybe there's something good for you. Just try to explore things.
Yeah. 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 Like it's not the end of the road; it's the beginning
Yes.
of the road. There, what might seem like a problem is the bend in the road, but not the end of the road. Yeah. So that's amazing. And anything else that you want to add to this?
Yeah. Yeah. So I think to answer one of your question, I prepared for this. So US has 3 years of family medicine residency.
Hmm.
Canada has 2 years of family medicine residency.
Yes.
And Canadian internal medicine is 5 years.
Wow.
It's
Okay.
very lengthy. It's very
Very.
lengthy.
Yeah.
And plus, if you do fellowship, it'll be like 8 years, nine
Yeah.
years till the time you just get out of it.
Yeah.
And in US, it's 3 years. So
Mm.
always make sure where do you want to go. I
Mm.
see people applying blindly without knowing anything. And
Mm.
I see people who are not interested in psychiatry applying to psychiatry.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
No, don't do like that. Just for the sake of application, just do what you're interested in.
Yeah.
Just apply for the things which you really want and
Mm.
lifestyle which you want. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I feel family medicine will give you good work life balance.
Right.
Because this is from internal medicine freak, because
Yeah.
I was a lot of I am freak. Okay.
Okay.
So when I saw everything, and I was like, okay, 2 years is doable, and I don't
Mm.
want to spend 5 years, and
Yeah.
it's very stressful. You have lots of calls. It's for the people, definitely who wants who want who are workaholic.
Hmm.
You get lots of night shifts, on call,
Yeah.
very stressful lifestyle. But then again, it's as per the choice, personal preference.
Hmm.
Do whatever makes you happy.
Yeah. Yeah. But then one should know what they're getting into. Like
Yes.
I've gotten CVs and personal statements from people who would say, no, no, I'm targeting family medicine, but I'm also applying for internal medicine, neurology, and psychiatry. So it
Mm.
doesn't. I think it works in US because there are a lot of seats. So your odds
Mm.
of matching in, like, in these four specialities combined, like 2,000 plus seats, is way
Mm.
higher than in Canada,
Yeah.
where the durations are also different. And by
Yeah.
the time you come out, you will be burnt out if you are not cut out for
Yeah.
so long. So
Definitely.
yeah. So that's
Psychiatry is 5 years. Can you
yeah.
believe it?
Yeah. Oh
Five
God,
years.
that's too much. I mean, by 5 years, I'm like doing pathology residency and fellowship in US.
Yeah.
So
Patho is also 5 years, I think, here,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Patho is fine. That is
Yeah.
why even I did not. My not choosing Canada, the biggest factor was the
Mm.
time. Like,
That's
if
good.
I
That's
was
good.
doing residency, it was 5 years in Canada, and
Oh
then
my
now
God.
I'm like done with my fellowship in 5 years in total. So why
Mm.
would I spend like an additional year in
Yeah.
Canada?
Yeah.
So we
Definitely.
so we got like some questions. The first one was like, is it like the question is, would you recommend IMGs do a post graduation or residency in home country before applying to these like US, UK, Australia, different countries?
I think it's a personal preference.
Hmm.
It depends on your circumstance, but don't leave the residency or anything halfway. I would say, but whatever you're doing back home, just complete it for
Right.
completion's sake.
Right.
Get that degree. It's going to definitely be a plus point.
Hmm.
And try your best. Like if you can, that's okay. I see people who got matched without back home residency also.
Hmm.
So that's possible, depending on how much GP experience you have.
Right, right. So it's not like a do or a die situation that you
Yeah,
have to do a
definitely.
residency.
Mm.
If you are a fresher, you got your PR, or you are
Yeah.
coming to Canada, I mean, make sure
Mm.
you have like enough GP experience. What
Mm.
like we get as an intern and after internship, like
Mm.
working as a general practitioner and
Yeah.
then come to Canada, that should be good
Mm.
enough rather
Yeah.
than that. And then at the end, like when you are preparing, what should be the revision strategy at the end? Like there's one question that someone asked, like during the end time for
Mm.
QE1 or
Okay.
USMLE
Okay.
Step 2 CK,
Mm.
what should be my revision strategy?
So for QE1, I would say MCC past papers. Like from the site, you will get like all the details and how to get the access and everything.
Mhm.
Uh, Doing that will give you idea of how the questions are.
Right.
And for anyone who is giving exam, 70% or plus you should get. And if you are getting anything below 70%, don't even attempt exam.
Yeah.
Okay, try to get your basics strong, try to get things which you are getting wrong, and
Mhm.
give your exam only when you're ready. Don't give it just for the sake of just giving.
Yeah. 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 That's true.
And for to answer the other part, I think USMLE, right? So for USMLE, yeah, for USMLE we have NBMEs and
Right.
CMS forms and everything. So you have to
Yes,
in
right.
that also something similar. You have
Yeah.
to get 75% or 80% plus
Right.
to get a good score in your
Yeah.
USMLEs.
Yeah. Agreed. That's true. But there's this one question that always bothers me. Like I've given like a lot of Zoom talks initially before I made a YouTube channel. And now in YouTube channel, whenever I get time, I'll put a video. I'm not very consistent with it. But why do people? I've always gotten this question, and I think we briefly discussed it over a call last week. Why do people not share their journey? And I say this because
Mm,
I have mentored so many Canadian doctors. Some of
mm,
them are doing family medicine in different parts of Ontario, in BC. I have requested so many of them that can you just come and say your journey, and rightly so,
mm,
because I'm a pathologist. So when somebody
mm,
comes to me, I'll be like, I would do a pathology CV, or I'm
mm.
telling you already, I'm a pathologist. So make sure if you get your CV, I am not a family medicine expert, or I'm
Yeah.
not an internal. Yes, I can do the
Mm,
grammatical thing, but the CAMS med roles for CAN meds role for family
mm,
physician or internal medicine are not my forte.
mm.
So
Yeah.
why do people not share their journey is my problem. I After a lot of search, you have been graciously positive about recording all this. Nobody has, because then once they match, people are like, "Oh, Dr. Dilshad, we don't have time. Oh, Dr. Dilshad, we are busy." Why do people? Because I see US preparation things. There are tons of videos in on YouTube, like right from how to read U World, how to do question, every damn thing. But there's so less for Canada. And why do people not share their journey? And do you have any views, any thoughts about it?
I think there are a lot of people out there who got matched and they don't even know how they got matched.
Oh,
And
okay, okay, okay.
And I think Canada is very competitive, to be honest. We have very less spots. And to be honest, when I was preparing for Canadian exams, there was no one who would share resources.
Yeah,
Literally, there were very few people who would share, but everyone used to hoard resources, but not share. So, yeah, that is the thing with the Canadian graduates or whatever I can say. But my perception is that if my journey inspires at least a one person,
yeah,
it's rewarding to me,
yeah,
and it's definitely beneficial that we are spending time.
yeah,
I think because a lot of people go through this journey, like they start, but they're not able to due to some financial, personal circumstances or anything.
right.
See, everyone's journey is different, I would say,
Hmm.
and we just have to inspire others, motivate others, and uplift others.
Yeah,
I believe in that, if I do any good to others, it's definitely going to come back to me. I
yeah,
believe in that circle of good.
karma, good karma comes back. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's
because throughout my journey, I have always helped my friends. Like
mm,
whoever was in need, I always helped them, guided them. And definitely, I have friends who got matched. I have friends who did not get matched. And
mm,
but it's the thing. And ever since I got matched, I have helped two, three people getting matched. It's a
wow.
big thing for
Yeah,
last year.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
For
That's a big
second
thing.
iteration, there were two to three people who got matched. I did CV, personal statements, interview prep.
Yeah,
So out of some people, two, three people got matched. So it's a good thing, because of my help. If anyone is getting any benefit, then
yeah.
it's like, I'm really glad because life literally changes, right?
Mm,
Because how you are in a vicious cycle of getting this job, that job, and
mm.
once you get into the system, it's a very big thing. And this year also, I helped some of a few IMGs because I'm a low profile person.
No, it's not like that. But we need people. We need more people like you who
Yes.
should come and share your journey,
Mm.
because in my journey of mentoring residents, trust me, I've gotten like one who was preparing for pathology and one
Mhm.
who was preparing for psychiatry. Apart from
Okay.
that, everyone who I've mentored, and I'm happy. Like my
Mm.
maths, like my helping them match was a good score. All of them matched into family
Mhm.
medicine. But again,
Mhm.
my disclaimer is always that I'm a pathologist. I am not a family physician. But please
Mhm.
remember, once you match, come back and share your journey, because it's
Yeah.
going to help. Because it's like you remember who helped you, and you
Yeah,
never know. The
definitely.
world is a big place. You might meet somebody who didn't help you, and then you're like, I know what you did to me. So that's we don't want that. So
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
that's
definitely. I believe in helping others.
yeah.
Um, Literally in my journey, when you told that, I still recall when I was very new to NAC prep, like in May 2024. I met a girl and I asked her, how to. She gave her NAC exam, okay,
Okay.
for in spring. So I asked her, how did you study? She was like, everything is out there.
It's like, why am I asking you then?
So I was like, okay, this is not the answer that I am
Yeah,
expecting. So I
yeah,
understood that that person is not going to
not
tell
gonna
me
help me.
anything.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there are
That's
people, they don't share anything literally.
they
We
don't.
just have to ignore them.
Yeah, that we have to ignore them, unfortunately. And I wish things change. I wish by the time I come back to Canada, which is almost a year and a half, it
Mhm.
just becomes more of an open system. Because I think it starts from one or two people. Like now we are doing
Mhm.
this. I'm
Yeah.
not sure how many people get inspired, from your journey. And I'm sure there are a lot of them who are waiting to,
Mhm.
listen to all of that, and most welcome to do it at a 2x speed, but
Yeah.
have like, basic idea and hope that okay, we can do it. But then we
Yeah.
need more people to come on this platform and share the
Mhm.
journey.
Yeah. I'm happy to share my journey because if anyone, even at least one person inspires, give me message.
Yeah.
Send it to Dilshad, because it's really fruitful. I have went through a lot of struggles, both personally, financially, everything. By the time, I left Ontario, I had literally no money in my account
Wow. Oh God, that's the
because
worst.
it's financially exhausting.
It is. It is. I remember like when I paid like everything. So I was like also giving. I gave I gave step two CK. Then I gave USMLE step one OET. Uh, QE1 and then NACOSKI. And by
Mhm.
the end, when NACOSKI was done, I had to go to Ottawa to give that exam. After that, me and my husband, like we were living off Maggie and bread and omelette because there was no money.
Oh my
Nobody to
God,
buy
yeah,
anything.
it happens literally.
Happens, and it's a reality. So that's what I
Yeah.
joke and I say. Now, when I remember that time, I'm like, wow, today I can order from a restaurant and not think about it. But then there was a time when, everybody goes through those
Definitely,
hardships.
definitely.
Yeah.
It's
So
exhausting.
but I think it's good that we wear our struggles like a badge of honor.
Yeah,
So
yeah, definitely. I think my struggles made me the person I am.
yeah,
Uh, and I think if, yeah, we do, yeah, definitely, because whatever struggles we are having,
yeah,
we gain experience from it, right?
mm,
It does not matter where you are and at which phase of life you are.
yeah,
I still, if I ever get in any problem, I know how to troubleshoot it. I know
mm,
my strategies.
yeah,
I know how I will overcome this
yeah,
situation.
yeah. That's true. And it teaches you a lot.
Yes.
Hard times teach you a lot.
Yes, and yeah, and especially for the women, IMGs who are preparing, I would say please be patient and
Yes.
be kind to yourself,
Yeah.
be kind to your family, be
Yeah.
kind to your spouse, kids.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I think spouses are the people who get like a collateral damage because then at the end I remember like by the time we reached the end and I was so frustrated, I was blaming my husband. You came to
Yeah.
Canada, so I had to come to Canada. This is why we are entering into this. He's like, I'm not at fault, but then whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, definitely. It was for me also. It was something similar.
yeah,
We just want someone to blame, right?
yeah. Easy. That's the easiest thing to do. Yeah,
Yeah. But it's good. But in my process, I got matured. I knew how to handle. I became more verbal. Instead of throwing your frustrations, verbalize yourself.
yeah.
I think most of the IMGs who are new, they don't know how Canadian system works. Here we give more emphasis on communication. Please
Right.
talk, talk, talk. Whether it's talking to your partner or your kids, talk to them. How was the day? Talk
Mm,
up to them. If you are, not feeling well,
mm,
just share your feelings instead of getting frustrated or sitting down. Well,
mm,
I'm not well. I'm just going through this issue.
mm.
Just talk to
True.
have a circle of support. I would say one friend. I think even a one friend is enough to
Yeah.
support you, to support each other. Like if you have a friend who with whom you are studying, you
Mm,
support her, she will support you, uplift
mm.
each other.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
And I also saw in my journey that most of the people don't study with moms.
Hmm.
Yeah, literally when
Oh, like
even
the study partner, you mean?
yeah, study
Uh,
partner,
oh,
they
okay.
wouldn't because they for some reason. But I was like, okay, well off, go.
What kind of a bias is that? Like,
Yeah, it is a bias. It's literally a bias. Uh, because see, the people who are not having kids, they feel that they can just fully focus on their things, their job or on the studies. But as a mom, you are doing two, three things at a time, right? You're doing a home thing. You have to see your kids. You have to study, and you have to look at your house. It's a lot of things. So
yeah,
I was like, okay, if you don't want to study, that's okay. And anyway, in my Canadian journey, there were very few people with whom I was studying with, and most of them were like moms, I would
right,
say, just
right.
like me. So it
Yeah.
was very helpful supporting each other, and I still support my friends.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, that's like I agree. Like I think having a study partner is a very personal choice because then
Yes.
that's what people are like. Should I have a study partner? And it's like all my life I didn't have a study partner. I still can't study.
Mhm.
Like my boards are coming, I cannot have a study partner because
Yes.
you know I have
Got it.
studied on my own. But when people are
Mm.
studying, they should support each other. It should not be oh you have kids or you have family. I won't study with you. What is this kind
Yeah.
of a bias?
Yeah,
Like
it is there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. I
yeah.
think study partner, the way to study is not just opening Toronto notes and reading.
Hmm.
The way I used to do, it's like put on the timer. We are doing question bank. You have to sit with me and do question bank if you are studying with
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
And we are just
It's
doing
serious.
questions at the end of 40 minutes. Then we will check answers and then we will start out at one more set of 40 questions.
Nice,
That
nice.
was the thing I used to do with my study
Yeah,
partners.
yeah. That's
And
the way to study, actually. Like
yeah.
it's timed, and you guys are like checking. It gives a sense of
Mm.
competition also. Like, okay, you got
Mm.
like 10 questions right, and she got like 8 questions right. So I
Yes.
have to study. But then
Yeah.
that's the good part, or not that you're not just doing Zoom call for like, oh, what did you cook for dinner? So it's a good way of studying. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, whenever I used to study with my friends, then it was very uh, particular because in my journey, I saw how I was not consistent. I was like, you have to come every day. If you're
Mm.
not coming, I'm not doing with you.
Wow, nice.
I was very strict.
Strict with them. Yeah, that's true. I mean, study partners should be accountable. Like,
Yes.
you both are in that journey. So one person
Yeah.
keeps a check on the other, and that way how it works.
Yeah.
That's true. And it's tough to find a study partner who,
Yeah.
sticks with your schedule and everything.
Yeah, definitely. It's tough, and people who support you, half of them will go away there. Okay,
Mhm.
because half of them are self-conscious and selfish, I would say. And there are very few people whom you will find that they are supporting you and you're supporting them.
Yeah,
Everybody will have good times, bad times.
yeah.
So you
That's
just have to support each other.
nice. Well, that's amazing, and it was lovely talking to somebody who actually, make brings us to the reality of the
Mm.
Canadian system, how things happen. It's a very raw journey, and
Yeah.
also like how the universe conspires you. Like, okay,
Mm.
this person is made for family medicine. At the right time, the right things come to you.
Yeah, definitely.
So
And yeah, and I saw some people are messaging me on Telegram and things like that. I'm slow to respond,
mm,
and if anyone is having any questions, I'm happy to answer. I think this podcast will help them in
yeah,
answering a lot of their questions. And please don't bombard anyone with calls or messages.
yeah,
Everyone is busy here.
yeah.
Everyone has their own struggles. Everyone is leading a difficult. It's not easy. The life
It's not
here
easy.
is not easy. You
Indeed.
have to work. You have to come home. You have to do so many things,
You have
literally.
to cook, clean. You have to do everything.
And if you have kids, then you have to look at your kids.
Yeah.
What are they doing? What homework they got, and their lunch. Everything.
Everything,
Literally everything.
everything. So you don't have time to, like, that is why I thought, like, okay, if there is anything, there is like comment section in YouTube, put your talks there, because I
Mhm.
get texts and even I don't reply to them. Because
Yeah.
again, people are busy and nobody does it with a bad intention. It's just
Yeah.
that right now they're busy and they didn't have the time to respond.
Yes. Yes.
So
Yes.
I hope,
Mm.
yeah, sorry, you were saying?
Yeah, and one of the good Canadian thing is that drop a message and leave it.
Yeah.
People will respond as it is.
Yeah.
And I think you must have understood, right? I'm a motivational speaker. I can talk a lot.
Yeah. No, we love motivational speakers. So I think I'm so happy to have recorded this session. Now the part is I have to check if the recording is okay or not, and it is nicely done. But
Mhm.
we would love to have you if there are like further segments. If I sometimes people have requested a lot about how to do interview prep, how to
Mhm.
present yourself, how to tackle questions, and I think whenever you have time, not now,
Mhm.
next month, whenever you have it, we can like sit together and decide like if we want to have something like that, and then help people so that it just gives them that kind of a direction on how to focus, what to focus on.
Yeah. So see for interviews, for interviews there are some list of questions, very generic. Okay, you just have to know the skills. The good way to prepare for interview is giving a mock.
Hmm.
And I do conduct mocks, like personally, for some of my colleagues, I do conduct mock, but I do charge for them. Okay.
Right.
You charge for my service because I believe people don't appreciate when you're doing it for
Oh
free.
yeah,
So
that's
that's why
true.
anyone is asking me for advice, I
Yeah.
say then these are my charges.
Yeah.
So I can give a personalized advice to them.
Hmm.
Okay.
No, there's nothing
My
free in the world.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, people see anything free. People think if I'm giving advice for 1 hour, 2 hour, it's not valuable.
No, that's true.
People,
I've had people call me and I've talked to them for 1.5 hours, and I've not
Mhm.
charged them a single penny. But after that, they've gone to another person, paid them like 80
Mhm.
bucks for like I think half an hour or one
Mhm.
hour, and then talk to them and come back to me that that person is charging. And I thought like I should
Mhm.
have charged this person like 200 bucks. Why
Yeah,
did
no,
I
you
charge
have to
less?
charge. You should
So
charge. Okay.
so there's nothing free in this world. That is true.
Yeah, definitely,
There are no
because
free lunches.
yeah, it's definitely not free. And for interview, there are some skill set like you have how you have to answer question. If anyone is sitting with me and they are giving me a mock, like how the way they are answering, how's the example that they are portraying, I will show them what's the right way to answer it, and comment on how are the things you can improve.
You're right, right. That's
And
true.
I have seen people going to some agencies like BMO or some non-medical things,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they
yeah. They're
charge
not like
$3,000, $5,000 for
yeah,
interview prep. They don't get matched because that's not. They don't know the people who are conducting. They
yeah,
don't know the right way to show you, guide you,
yeah.
and then they don't match.
And I think that's the same with QE1 preparation. That's the same
Mhm.
with USMLE preparation. There have been agencies
Mhm.
who whose people who so-called directors, they've not even seen medical school. They've not gone to
Mhm.
medical colleges. They've not done residencies. They're not doctors. But then
Yeah.
other people are like, oh, they are advertising, so let's go to them. But if they talk to me and I'll be like talking to them free of cost, they're like, maybe she's not giving the right advice. So then I just stopped. I stopped talking. And
No,
then I was
always,
like,
always at a price tag. Yeah.
always at a price tag. So that is true. I agree. There are no free lunches in this world.
No,
But
because we are giving time, right? You are giving your
yeah,
precious time, which you could have used to do your family work or housework,
yeah,
personal work from hospital,
yeah, yeah,
something.
that's true. That's absolutely true. Well, thank you so much. That was an exhaustive session, but I really thank you for your time. And thank you so much for sharing your journey. And I just hope the recording is okay and I did everything well. Okay. And I will upload it and let you know. But thank you so much. And it was great having you with us. Thank you. We wish
Thank
you all
you.
the very best. I
Thank
will
you.
just stop the recording.